Hello, this is Jennifer Steckel from the Direwolf Project. It's great to see you again. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Max, a rescue dog, and how we brought him from the East Coast back to Washington State. We'll also see how Max's first lessons begin. We'll see you there. The road stretched out before me, a seemingly endless ribbon of highway. I had embarked on an 8-day-long rescue mission, a cross-country journey to pick up Max, a 1-year-old American Alsatian out of the Witcher litter from the Schwarz Kennels. Max was the fulfillment of a dream. Not my dream, but that of a war veteran from the Marines. A man who had purchased him with a grand fantasy in mind. He was a tough, battle-hardened Marine, but the scars of war had left their mark, both physically and mentally. He believed that Max, with his lineage from the Direwolf Project, would be the perfect companion and service dog to help him regain control of his life, to mend the broken pieces left by war and PTSD. Max was supposed to be his calm, content helper, a dog who fetched his cane, assisted with walking, pulled off his socks, and even reminded him about his medication. In his mind's eye, Max was a loyal and devoted friend who would stand by him through thick and thin. But reality had a different plan. The Marine had never trained a dog before, and his meticulously researched training plans were nothing more than untested theory. As the months passed, Max became more unruly and ill-mannered with each passing day. Max didn't gently nudge the cane. He playfully mouthed it. He didn't assist with walking. He jumped on him, leaving bruises and scrapes. Instead of calmly lying by his side, Max whined and howled in his crate, a cacophony of anxiety. The Marine's hope for a well-behaved companion was replaced by a whirlwind of chaos. Max ran through the house, knocking over anything in his path. He chewed on couch cushions. Commands fell on deaf ears, and Max seemed to have a mind of his own. Max's daily walks were a battleground. He pulled on the leash with such force that the Marine struggled to maintain control. The car was no better. Max relieved himself inside, leaving a pungent reminder of his presence. The Marine's mother, a pillar of support, finally admitted to feeling scared around Max. It was a painful admission for both of them, but it was undeniable. Max had become a menace. With a heavy heart, the Marine reached out for help. He realized that he couldn't provide Max with the life he deserved, and it was time to admit defeat. I received the call at the Direwolf Guardian's American Dirus dog training program. We agreed that Max deserved a second chance, a new beginning. I set out on the long journey to retrieve Max, a 5,400-mile round trip that would bring him to eastern Washington State amidst the tall ponderosa forest. Max needed retraining, and it was my mission to help him rediscover his potential. Using balanced mark and reward training methods, we would work on his manners, socialization, and obedience. As I drove mile after mile, I couldn't help but think of the Marine and Max, two warriors in their own right, struggling to find their way. but hope shone on the horizon. Max was on his way to a fresh start, and together we would build the loyal and devoted companion that the Marine had originally envisioned. It is a journey filled with challenges, but the promise of transformation is worth every mile of the road ahead. Max wants attention, but he doesn't get it unless he's calm. Max should not be jumping up or pushing at the gate. Max doesn't understand how to ask a human for affection. Instead, he mistakenly believes that he has to be pushy, biting and mouthing and playing and jumping up in order for the human to pay attention to him. I need to let Max know that that is the opposite way that he is going to get attention. Whenever he bites my hand, jumps up on me, pushes me with his body, jumps around me, and is acting like a crazy dog, that is when I do not give him attention. But when he has settled down, the moment he has calmed his body down, that is when I begin to pet him in a calm and gentle manner. It is important to remember to calm him at every turn, because Max thinks mistakenly that it is okay to be a rowdy, crazy puppy, when in fact, he needs to learn that he should grow and become an adult and more sophisticated and calm in his behavior. Human beings are fragile, and Max doesn't understand that he can hurt someone by jumping or biting on them, even though he may not want to hurt somebody. So, in this way, I ignore his behavior that's crazy, and I reward him by praising him and giving him the affection he desires when he is calm. Max is a wonderful example of the American Alsatian, bred by the Schwarz Kennels. He is innately calm and gentle. He is confident in a very easygoing way. But Max has lived a life of confusion because his owner didn't understand how to train a dog. So Max has learned all of this crazy behavior is what it takes in order to get someone's attention. Even though Max looks like he's energetic and crazy and he bites and he's jumping up and has all of this energy, that's not who Max naturally is. He has to learn how to understand human culture in order to live calmly without confusion. Once he is no longer confused and understands that the rules are really black and white and that he can trust those rules to be the same no matter what, then Max will naturally relax back into his calm and gentle demeanor. Stay tuned for updates on Max's progress as we go through his training together. The Direwolf Project would also like to extend to you a free gift. Head on over to direwolfproject.com and you can receive our free ebook on the 10 ways to alter your dog's diet for immediate health results. See you there!